तो वजह होगी 2 बार ट्रेलर में
2 बार नहीं, ट्रेलर आपने 2 बार देखा है, आया एक ही बार।
Hello, I'm from the Bus Diary. My question is to all the actors of the film. This side, to your right.
This side?
Yeah, me here.
Okay.
How tough is it to portray such full of passion characters, and what preparation you went through for this? All three.
When you have Katrina Kaif standing in front of you, you're full of passion. I think.
So for you it was natural.
Yeah, it comes naturally.
Okay. And Katrina, how was your experience?
I think it really helps if you believe in love that way, and that's the way that I see love. I think that love is life and love is passion, and inherently I believe that. So for me, I think with that belief, you have that conviction, and then of course, that was somebody who I've known for a very long time, and I was really excited when I got the script to work with him, and I think it took us a few days, but then after that, I think we just really connected, and everyone was on the same page and understood each other really well.
So are you a die-hard romantic? Is this going to come out from this film?
I hope it comes out from the film.
Yeah.
That's definitely the intention. Yeah, I think definitely. I think we all are die-hard romantics. I'm definitely one. And this story for me was always one of my favorite stories. Of course, I'm sure you realized it's inspired from Great Expectations, and it's always been one of my favorite stories. I think it's been one of the most romantic stories that there are in literature.
You, all three of you, looking very stunning in the trailer. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
आदित्य उर्दू अल्फाज काफी यूज किए गए हैं, तो जरा उसकी तैयारी किस तरीके से की आपने जरा बता दें। I took some diction classes, but not too much.
With me.
Katrina and me. Listen. Actually, the language that I'm using in the film is not that tough. Here and there are a few words here and there, which I kind of struggle with. But I did a few classes, and these are not that bad.
And Katrina, आपने भी कुछ special training ली इस particular film के लिए?
Normally I work with, I try to work on my scenes with, with some people, with coaches and all that. Spend some time with our director, of course. I think the most important thing was for me to try and understand the mind of this girl. I'm sure you've read the book, many of you. She's always been a complicated character. Like, is she manipulative? Is she like that? Does she know what she's doing? What are her reasons? So we spent many a night, me and Gatu and Adi, also discussing, like trying to give our, a life, trying to give our interpretation to this character.
Aditya, my question to you is slightly towards your right. Hi, congratulations to the whole team. The trailer is fantastic. My question to you is before the trailer we saw, आपकी कुछ images आई थी, मतलब जहाँ पे मतलब your well-built physique हमने आपकी देखी है. So have you worked something special on your physique to make this?
What? Sorry, did I do something special?
Something for your physique.
Yeah, I starved. That's what I did for a long time. No, I didn't. I worked hard on my physique. I got a trainer to help me for a while, and I think it was important for this role to do it. So yeah, it required some commitment for a while. I did eat very little food and worked out twice a day for a bit, and yeah, it doesn't come easy.
Katrina, मेरा आपसे सवाल है कि be it Fitoor or your upcoming movie with Siddharth Malhotra, you are romancing with juniors. So what do you want to say about this new phase of your career?
Juniors. Does that mean that he should be addressing me as Katrina G? I think he should start.
Anji?
See, he's not even listening. See, he's my junior, but he's not even listening. Actually, let me tell you a little secret. So, I think me and Adi is my senior. We've been through this many times in the film. He's actually my senior. And I think is it 11 years ago? About 11 years ago, me and Adi have done an ad film together, where I'm putting on some lipstick, like this, and then this boy peeps through the window and goes, like that.
Basically,
and that boy was Adi.
Basically, I was the extra and getting paid 1/10 of what she was for that. But we both started working at the same time.
We both started at the same time. And if you really want some entertainment in your day, you should type onto YouTube an interview me and Adi have done together for
Channel V.
For Channel V.
When I was the VJ, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was for Partner, for the movie.
Goddess Diaries.
Yeah, Goddess Diaries. It's really funny. Adi has hair.
No.
And I'm this big. And we're talking together like this. It's really funny. You should see it. So we've actually known each other. We realized it. I don't think I remembered But we realized that when we started shooting this film, that actually we worked together like 11 years ago. So it was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, so she's my junior. So I think you can call me G.
Okay, sure.
Hi, Abhishek sir.
In the course of making the film, we just saw things a little differently. And right in the very beginning, we thought it was best that we didn't do this film together and we could work on something else in the future. But when reports like this come out, I think it's not fair to that lovely lady because she's quite reserved and she's a very private person, so she will not stand up and say something to safeguard her interest. But I think we should be more cautious. And I think it's downright cruel to say something like that about her. For whatever reasons, we parted ways on that film. And having said that, I had Tabu, who very graciously came on board. And this is the kind of part that would have taken someone months of preparation. Someone would have to, get into the skin of this character because it is so layered. And I really want to thank Tabu for this because she came on in a matter of 3 days to rescue us from the situation that we were in, And that's what I can say. More than that, I don't know what to say.
Hi, Katrina. This side to
Hi, Fitoor from Kapoor now. This side, hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Excellent promo. I think it's really fantastic. You're looking outstanding. Aditya is looking outstanding as well. Tabu man as well. Now, my question is that it's based on great expectations and your character is based on Estelle. It's a beautiful character over there as well. You share a very interesting relationship with your mother, Miss Havisham, which is I think played by Tabuji. Now she is supposed to have her idiosyncrasies and certain nature. Now how was that sort of bonding that you've shared with Tabuji, and what sort of process was there?
So I think the hardest bit of acting that I had to do in the film was pretending that Tabu was my mother, because she does not look like my mother from any angle. She's like a friend. So I was like, come on, I can't call you. But I've actually also, I really enjoyed the days that we shot together in the film. Just we spent a lot of time talking, and I don't know how much you've interacted with Tabuji, but she's really one of the warmest people and completely so down to earth and genuine. So actually, those conversations are some of my warmest memories from the film. And she's a phenomenal actress, so you just have to remember, like when you're in front of every great actor, you have to remember to not get lost in their performance, but to contribute to their performance. So first you'd be like, oh, let's see what she's gonna do. And then you'd be like, okay, no, act. Yeah, my turn. So I think we've just been really fortunate that she was gracious enough to step into the role.
Sure. Tabuji, you're playing Miss Havisham, which is I think a very interesting character as far as literature is concerned. You've played such roles in the past in terms of Macbeth and you've done Heather as far as now. How is your process like when you're given such roles which have a lot of layers to it? They are excellent characters in their own way with their complexes and all these things. How's your approach like for something like Miss Havisham and other characters that you've done?
In this film, I had 2 days to get into this film and this character, so I really don't know what the process was or if there was any process. I just went into it with just some really confused head about, and because we were shooting the last scenes first, so I was just trusting my director, that too, and since I've known him since he was 16, I knew I could just trust him. And I don't know, I guess there is some internal process which I cannot describe, but I think it happens as we go in the film. And like Kapur always says, film mein to bante hai. So
it's such intense too, in terms of there are a lot of layers to it. They're not easy persons to play somehow. Be it namesake that you've had, they're not easy persons to portray on screen. I'm assuming that.
Fortunately or unfortunately, they come to me with all these characters. So I think I'm kind of used to portraying these people. I don't know, it must be something about me that attracts these complex and difficult people for me to play. So I think...
Abhishek ji, in this film. So can you tell us about the whole process about it?
Firstly, I'd like to say that the story is based on great expectations, but we've given it a bit of a twist. I did that with Kapur as well. It was an adaptation of a book, but there is some. I take on material like this where I feel that I could add some value to it. It's been made several times in the West, And but somewhere I felt that in all humility, I'd like to say that, is that there's something I feel I could contribute into this story. Yeah, as far as their parts are concerned and Katrina's part is concerned, it is very complex to understand the state of mind. I mean, it is very complex to understand any girl's state of mind, but especially Fitoor's, and how do you say this? You really don't know what's in her heart. In fact, even for Fitoor, she herself doesn't know her heart, and there's a way that she's programmed to think, there's a way she's been programmed to be. Like you are actually a product of your own experiences, and you are a product of what your family brings you up to be like. And if your parents and your upbringing is devoid of certain basic emotions, you will never know that you have them until you have some kind of an emotional breakthrough or something that breaks through that part of your personality and sets you free. So I think her character is like that, and you could do certain actions knowingly, but if you do not know that it is in you, I can talk about all of this, but to perform it and to play that part becomes really complex, And I must give to Katrina that on set, she was always open-minded, and she was always willing to push the envelope as far as the performance was concerned. And I think I personally am very happy with the work that she has done in the film, and I'd like to thank her for it.
Abhishek, the characterization changed? Did anything change there?
No, the characterization didn't change at all actually. But if Rekha ji had played it, she would have played it her own way. And Tabu has played it in her style and got into the skin of the character and made it her own. And with Tabu, she's like water. You can put her in a container of any shape, and she'll just get around it and make it her own. And I know, like when she says that she can't describe it, I don't think I've worked with her, and I also can't describe it. But her every take that she puts out has such fluidity to it, and it's different, and you don't know which one to pick. So, she throws 3 of those takes in, and then you say, I'll just keep all 3 right now, and then let's just get on, and then she gives 3 more. And then on the edit table, you say, iske saath jod de, usko iske saath jod de. And then you just kind of, she's so generous, yeah. So,
Katrina, just now.
I think that women know their minds more than men.
Yes.
And I can only speak for myself, but I know that I know my mind. I'm very certain of my mind. Perhaps sometimes too certain, which probably is my weakness, but I think men know their minds less, which is actually probably, sorry, no, not in a bad way, sometimes, which is actually what, stop laughing. It's true. I think women know their minds very well. But this character, which is based on Great Expectations, I think one of the reasons that I was so drawn to it is exactly the reasons that Gatu described right now, is that I think she has been raised to have the mind, almost like the mind of a man. And I think that that's quite interesting. The mind of some men, of course, no, you cannot generalize all men or all women. But she has she has a mind which is so unlike mine. I think for me that was just something interesting to explore.
Would you like to add something to it? Because there are only 2 women on the dais. Tabu. Yeah, Tabu ji. Yeah.
She's forgotten about her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tabu ji, would you like to
please, Tabu, please agree with me what I said about men and women.
I agree with every word that Katrina has said.
Thank you.
Add some of your inputs.
The perspective is going to change. A male is obviously going to have a different perception and perspective of a woman's mind. A woman is obviously going to have a different one. So,
Aditya sir.
Abhishek ji.